Hello, survivors. Welcome to the State of Decay 2 stream. I'm your host, Geoffrey Card, and today we're going to be going over Update 12. This is the Trumbull Valley pack. It's a content pack that contains stuff for the bounty broker, a few upgrades to loot, a bunch of outfits. It's great stuff, and here to show it to us are Scott Shapiro, QA tester, and also Brant Fitzgerald, party animal.
What?
And I don't know, do you want to get started playing the game?
25 years ago, maybe that was right.
Yeah, let's get the game started and see what's going on. So, what the heck did I do there? Make that go away. All right. So we've we've got a dev build here. This is not out in the live game yet, but we've got a bunch of characters in this community who are wearing brand new outfits. In fact, we got 6 characters wearing 6 new outfits. So I don't know if you want to just go into the outfit screen and just start checking this stuff out.
I'm just looking at this sweet, moist leather thing that I've got going on here.
So these outfits are based on the characters from Trumbull Valley, from the Heartland DLC expansion. So here we've got, see here. So this dude is he's up at the very top. He's wearing the biker vest, I believe.
That is the biker vest, and if you're wearing that one, you should really turn him around.
This is my favorite biker
This
vest.
is, without a doubt, my favorite, throwback nod to...
This is a nod to our old streams from State of Decay 1,
Yep.
right? This is the Tricycle Club of Gibraltar.
Yep.
So, do you want to tell the story behind that?
So, we didn't, in the first game, we didn't have a lot of the things that are breakable like we do in this one. Fences, for instance. But also things, mundane items, like, I don't know, a tricycle. And if it happened to be parked in the middle of a yard and you drove a car into it, that was the immovable force, or the immovable object, right? And so the joke was, that is the Tricycle of Gibraltar. And now, in a nod to acknowledging our past, the great Mark Lautenbach created the Tricycle Club Gibraltar, and it's my favorite thing we've ever done.
Yeah, no, it's my favorite too.
I mean, I'm looking at my arms thinking I need a new tattoo, and that one would probably work.
It's a pretty great concept in and of itself.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's some other options as well. Are we running through those?
Yeah, let's run through everything.
Okay, we've got
Dusty Gray.
Dusty Gray.
And this one was worn by Reba? I believe this is Reba's.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the male version of Reba's. And then we've got brown and red combo. So you got your red shirt. Look at that sweet logo on the front. It's a State of Decay logo that's been altered.
It's kind of stylized, yeah.
It's like a bat with holding 2 wrenches. Get butt cam going. Some sweet huge boots.
I'm glad it's officially known as butt cam.
Yes. We need to use that term as often as possible so that everyone knows
Got another one, the antler star.
So this is Brock's actual one, right?
With Brock doesn't have...
He doesn't. I don't think he has.
insignia on the back.
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh, okay.
have the.
Otherwise, it's the same as Brock's.
Okay, cool.
And then we've got Saints of Decay, Drucker. So
Nice.
it's a nice little tie-in with the maps.
Yeah, I feel like people who are hanging out at the truck stop diner would probably be wearing this. So these ones. So where do we find these? Is probably the big question. So I think that Brock's is certainly I'm finding these on our list here. So Brock's outfit, that's going to be available from the bounty broker, but everything else is going to be in loot.
Findable in loot.
And yeah, a lot of these are a little less just sitting in houses than previous outfits. There's a lot more campgrounds and barns and, say, automotive shops.
Yeah.
For stuff like biker vests.
Yeah, we thought that the biker vest and some of the other things we're going to see here later might be at home more in sites that so far have not actually produced any outfits yet. And so there's a bunch of sites that, if you wanted to go hunting, you would avoid these sites, for outfits because they didn't have any. But now automotive sites are going to have outfits, including these biker vests.
Yep.
So each of these characters is sporting a different one.
All right.
Of the,
Moving over.
So we've got this guy who looks amazing.
Leather trench coat.
So this was Helena's trench coat, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Hers is black.
Oh yeah, so the black one is hers, and that's the one that's going to be available from the bounty broker. And then the rest of these
There's hers.
are loot.
Look at that sweet leather.
Got some nice boots with it.
It does have some combat style boots.
Yeah, I like the knee pads and stuff too. This person feels like they're ready for action.
Very tactical. Very tactical, practical. So you can wear this out.
Practitactical?
Practactical.
Practactical.
Mark, come in
Nice.
and tell us the best version. Anyways, yeah. So we've got the green, which is like that speaks 70s to me.
Yeah.
It's very disco.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? That reminds me of the jacket that you wear in Disco Elysium. So I probably need to make a Disco
I still
Elysium
need
type
to play
character.
that.
You do.
It's not on console, and I don't have a PC.
I just won it. It's great.
It's extremely good, yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
I'm probably gonna play Harry Dubois be Harry Dubois for next Halloween or something.
Spoilers.
I've got oh that's right. Sorry, I'm gonna be Tequila Sunset for oh crap.
Stop it.
Dang it. Okay, never mind.
Anyways,
The detective.
The detective.
leather, mocha, for those of you coffee lovers. We've got.
A sexy red one.
That's right. This is when you need to be taken seriously, yet, fashionably.
Also, you can't see the blood on it.
That's true. That's true. And then we've got tawny. I don't know what that means.
It means tan.
Okay. And look at that beautiful wear pattern.
Several of these go well with cowboy hats.
Yeah. I love how sharply lit these characters are in here, so we can sort of see the normal maps on these things. Some of the textures are amazing.
They rebuilt this scene when they did the
The initial outfit release, and it
all
looks
right.
very nice.
Want to go to the next one? The next one's a big one.
Next is among the most requested of all.
Yeah.
So we have the lizard hoodies, and this one is.
Notice that I tried to put them on the opposite gender person from who you saw wearing it in Heartland, so you can see how well it adapts. Each of these outfits adapts to the different
detail in
genders.
this thing. Look at the stitching. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Plus, the design is so cool.
Yeah.
So, anole or anole. Fun fact: the blue anole is found only on a single island off the coast of Colombia.
There's lizard facts. You wanted lizard fact content, and you've got lizard
And
fact
that's
content
actually
in this
the only
game.
way you can get it in game is you have to find the secret level that is the island off the coast of Colombia.
Yeah, but yeah, we built an entire new map to support this outfit.
Good luck
We did
finding
not. Do not quote me.
No, that is not confirmed. That is us being jackasses. Okay, next. Oh, snap.
So that's the original one.
This is it.
That's the one that the bounty broker has to offer.
Everybody's been screaming for this one.
It's
And
beautiful.
there it is. The Technicolor Lizard
Dreamcoat.
Dreamcoat
Yeah.
thing. And this one's bounty, right? You just said
Yeah,
that?
that's the one that's available from the bounty broker.
Uh-oh. I've locked up.
Oh no, that is what happens. Okay, well let's switch back to just me view while we restart over there. Sorry about this. We've got a piece of crap PC sitting here in the.
How do I even do this?
You know what? I don't even know. There we go. You can figure. There's a mouse over there on the right. You can figure it out. Okay. Anyway, sorry. We have a piece of crap PC over here in the in the streaming lab. So while Brant gets the game back up and running, just go
Is it that
current.
one?
Yeah, it's that one. And then when it comes up, you do current build or whatever. How about we talk about some of the sort of quality of life improvements that we're making to the game with Update 12. So first off, rare outfits are now much more likely to appear once you've already found the more common variant. So we've had a problem in the past with a lot of players who they get almost all of the outfits in the game, and they're left with a few rare outfits, and they go through multiple maps, and they never find the outfit. And that's the reason for that is because when you're opening a container and it's rolling what to give you, it basically, if an outfit has already been given to you, just go ahead and hit yes to that. If an outfit has already been given to you, then it can still pop up as your loot, and it'll pop up as the outfit you're getting out of that box, and then the game will say, oh, you've already got that one, and then it'll cancel it. And so those rare items were just never popping up because the common items were popping up instead. So now we've changed that. So the common items don't pop up and get in the way invisibly. And so that means that the rare items, once you've found all the common items, the rare items become much more common. And so people who have been struggling to find their last few outfits, once they get the newest version of the game with update 12 when that releases, whenever, then that should be fixed and they should be able to go out there. I mean, it won't be necessarily the very first container they search, but it will be much less hopeless for them to find those outfits.
No more long tails.
Yeah, exactly. No more super long tails on that. Another problem that we had.
It just minimized.
Interesting. Anyway, another problem that we had was clients in multiplayer games would be going around searching and they would never find any outfits, except some people reported that issue and some people didn't. And it was a mystery to us for a little while till we realized Cascade Hills supported clients getting loot, getting outfits in loot, but the other 2 maps did not. And so that was why some players were having trouble with it and some players weren't. And so now we've evened that out across all the maps. So now all 3 maps will offer outfits as loot to clients. Another thing, and sorry, the game is just starting up right now.
It is.
We're having trouble, and we apologize for the technical
That's why
difficulties.
we really don't like to use dev builds.
The joy of development builds.
Yeah, exactly. It's the fact that it's a dev build, and it's also the fact that we're using the most garbage PC in the office right now because we use our good PCs to develop the game on, which I think is probably it's a good distribution of resources. But yeah,
This is not good.
yeah.
Right.
You know what? I had that issue when I first started up, and then it just didn't happen the second time. So I don't know why it's happening this time. That's strange. So another thing that we've got is repair kits. So all those times when you're like, I really need repair kits. And so I'm going to go to an auto shop and I'm going to search for repair kits. And you know how you never, ever, ever found a repair kit in an auto shop? That was silly. And so we're not doing that anymore. So now, if you go to an auto shop, you won't necessarily get one every single time, but now it's actually possible to find repair kits at auto shops, which just makes sense, right? Like, that's where you would go to find a repair kit. So they're going to be there now.
Can we still get snacks out of gas cans? Because those are my favorite snacks of all time.
Those are delicious. Yeah, no, you
That
basically...
still happens, yeah.
Gas can snacks.
Gas can snacks, exactly.
Although it happens more in, little rundown shacks in, like, swamps and stuff.
People are just using containers for whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're crashing again.
Oh, that's no good.
Well, this might be kind of a failure of a stream then, if we can't get it working again.
That may have been the shortest stream we've ever done.
This is great.
I'm just going to keep trying.
So
Uh-oh, the boss is here.
yeah. So we're just, the patcher is dying on us sometimes, and we're not sure why.
The patcher just keeps crashing.
So
We have a lock up, and then the patcher is like, I'm not a patcher, I'm a mail program.
So, anyway, there's one last patch note that I can give you right now without having the game to show
We
you.
made it farther this time, we'll see.
And that's the golden vulture. So Brock's ridiculous golden gun that he carries around in Heartland, we're not adding it to the bounty broker with the echo weapons that we've been talking about bringing in. But it is going to start appearing in loot. It's going to appear in police evidence lockers, abandoned bags, and it's going to be sold by the mysterious wandering trader. But it's going to be a rare gun, so don't go out there expecting to find this gun. It's going to be a rough time trying to find it. But now and then somebody's going to find it, and it's going to be ridiculous and laughable.
Yeah, and that was a fight. I am vehemently against gold firearms, but I lost that battle.
But we still.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're mean.
I'm not mean.
But we did put it in police evidence lockers to sort of make a statement about who carries that kind of gun. So it's weird, people. And
Cover your ears, kids.
shit. Okay, so
You're on release right now?
yeah, we're on release. So I think we might finally have a case for replacing the PC that we're using in here.
Yes. I'm gonna move so that people better at
That's
this
one way
than me.
to requisition new equipment.
Yeah. So while
just
they're working on that, you can just actually, Brant, you want to have a seat next to me?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
we can just
We'll talk to the stream.
You're on the
we'll
other
talk to the
side.
screen. We will
Yeah,
reveal
I'm
more
doing it.
facts about what's going to be in this update.
More facts.
More facts, more dry facts with just our big dumb faces. So
Try and launch.
there's some kind of like little crash report message that comes up that I usually just kind of say yes to, and it works.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe
do we have to use the build that was queued up, or can we go latest?
I think this is latest.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
latest as of this morning. Yeah, I don't think we've changed it. So,
Well, here we go, kids.
Yeah.
You guys get to see the inner workings of just how much tape and bubble gum we have to keep this thing running.
so why don't we talk about the new facility mod that we're adding to the game? So we teased this a little bit in advance, but one of our bounty broker rewards, this is the first time we were giving a facility mod as a reward for completing a bounty. And this is called the Improvised Weapon Station. It's basically Quincy Maxwell in facility mod form. It's the guy from Heartland who was able to, who could manufacture weapons.
Yep.
That guy, some of the weapons that he could build can now be built in the base game if you get this facility mod. So that includes the Danforth Slugger, which is
Yes.
a lead-filled bat themed to a town in not inside Trumbull Valley, but the neighboring town over from Lifeline. We've got the Trumbull Gatekeeper, which is a 7.62 millimeter rifle designed by Cletus originally, apparently according to the description. We've got the Network DIY Assault Rifle, which is 5.56, which is sort of Quincy's specialized rifle that is sort of his baseline. And then we've got the Masterwork Assault Rifle, which is an OP, terrifying gun with a massive magazine, and just everything about it is better than other guns. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I mean, it's for the home tinkerer. This is sort of the pinnacle of
What you could do.
If you don't have access to a CNC mill machine, this is what you're going to get. The best trailer park,
gun that you could have.
Gun that you
oh
could
my
have.
gosh. Okay, hold on.
See what happens?
We tried the usual tech support solution of rebooting.
What? Oh, right. I got my own
Hello.
password wrong.
No, Jeffrey can't enter his password.
Now we're all alone, finally.
You know
There we
the
go.
old
It's just us.
consoles where
And-
you have to just
Oh, me.
restart it?
Let me see the
Yeah.
see the chat, man.
Oh yeah, let's pull the chat out. So, oh yeah, the chat also died on us for unrelated reasons.
Magic.
Oh, thank
We are
you, Restream.
We are batting 1,000 today.
Okay, so we're gonna open this in the browser and hopefully see. Actually, let's look in the. And the moderators aren't feeding us anything either, unless Slack is also dead. I don't even know.
It's the end of the world.
Yeah, nothing coming in there. This is
Maybe
gonna
our
be great.
internet
Okay,
is
so
just
Flamed
having a
Beacon, yes.
meltdown.
Please repeat your question. We did not see it.
M of 3 cut. I don't know what to call that. M of 3 cut.
Yeah, I say M of 3K. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I say Mauve 3K.
I'm doing fine, except I may have just given myself food poisoning because I found a lunch that I left in there,
From a long time ago.
and I don't remember how long it's been in there. So I ate it.
So Freak Dog 69 wants to know, can we add the Quincy mod to the Armory? You can add the Quincy mod to whatever you want. Oh, it looks like the game might be starting. There's the controller. Yeah, you can add that mod to whatever you want. You can put it in a bedroom. You can put it, in a latrine. Actually, I don't think latrines support mods, but it would be great if it could.
I'll go make it happen right now.
Exactly. But yeah, so you can put it lots of different places. Wade Truitt wants to know if we're going to raise the cap on the number of people. Maybe someday. Certainly not in this update. That was not part of the scope of this. The game is working, everyone.
And Erin's playing because she has the magic touch.
So, actually, yeah. So, do you want to head back over there, or unless Erin wants to keep playing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'll head
No.
back.
But I'll show you this. I brought this for you guys to stall.
No.
What is that? Let's get the the names are going to be wrong, but what did you make that?
No, Vicky made this.
Oh my
This
god.
is crazy. So
That is
Isn't it cute?
Vicky is our head of player experience. She's my immediate boss, and look at the nonsense that she's gotten up to.
I am so ridiculously in love with that thing right now.
I know. It's mine though. You can't have it.
So,
Goodbye.
We'll
but
see
you
about
can have
that.
her chair.
I'm
So
gonna steal her chair.
thank you.
That should be our first plushie ever.
Oh gosh.
I know. It's so cute.
All right. So dare we?
Our webcam can't figure out the focus now. That's wonderful. Brant is basically Elizabeth Taylor now.
Well, thank God.
reboot fixed the problem.
Let's just play through it. It's fine.
And also revealed that Windows wants to update, so that might be related.
Oh, I can see it. Wow, it really is just not doing anything. That's
Actually,
amazing.
For the first time in years, I actually look pretty good on
Yeah,
camera.
no, this is awesome. I think just roll with it.
All right, so are we gonna dare we try the?
So yeah, so let's go
Different
look over
lizard
here at
colors.
Flash.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the
Did
other.
we finish Larry?
Well, I mean, you could show off the other lizard colors.
Yeah,
So
so there's a
we
bunch of
have
lizard colors.
that we crashed on. We have green. Does not include the optional dewlap. I don't know what's going on here. Salamander
Beautiful.
and skink.
I personally am very glad that all the lizard colors are lizard colors.
Yeah, they're actually named after lizards and things.
All right, next we have what does she have on?
That's
Rumpled
The
Coat?
rumpled jacket, yeah.
Rumpled jacket.
So this was
Whoops.
worn by
This is the Reese's.
Reese, that's right.
And look at that sweet logo for Dirty Bird Espresso.
Nice.
Love it.
It does look like a pretty dirty bird.
I love our in-game brands.
Yeah. So
we've
that's
got-
actual Larissa's jacket.
Got the Northwest green. Looks very, Western Washington.
Kind of
In
damp.
fact, we could have found this person just outside the office today. Gloaming gray. Oh, with
Good name.
the Alba Sausage Company logo, which is awesome.
Yeah, so the very first thing I think that was ever built for State of Decay 2 was an Alba sausage factory.
Yep, for a visual target.
Yeah, just a tiny little demo. I think we also hacked some combat in there at one point.
Yeah.
For the very first time, and so so that logo has been staying with us since the very beginning of State of Decay 2.
And more rumpled jacket. This is caramel brown.
We say caramel where I come from.
Wait, is that how you spell caramel? Caramel
Yeah.
though?
So yeah, caramel and caramel are the same word, pronounced differently in different regions. It's ridiculous. It's kind of like soda and pop, only the same word.
Except caramel and caramel mean the same thing.
Yes.
Soda and pop often don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, and then there's your
I mean, they all have to come in all black, obviously.
total blackout. I love it though.
We've actually done like research, and like if you stack up the most often worn outfits in the game, the top like 5 are all black.
Sure.
Everybody just wants to dress all the characters in black. We had a bunch of goths out there playing the game.
All right, we got another throwback
is
to
cool.
State of Decay 1 coming up
What's
next.
this?
The Marshall Martians T-shirt.
Woo! And I love it. Really matches that hat that he's got on too. Which I think that might just be his default hat. I don't even know if is that a hat that we even offer.
I hope it is, seeing as it's on our character.
Well, I just mean like, do we offer it?
That character came with that hat.
Yeah,
yes.
that is a default hat for that character.
All right, so the other Trumbull T-shirts.
Bronto Gas, of course.
What I think might be the best logo
Yeah,
we've ever made.
I agree.
I survived Jurassic Junction.
Just like just putting the cap on the tourist trap nature of that
You
location.
notice Mark Lautenbach put the little gnome inside the guy's mouth because that's how he is in the game too.
Really? So I always imagined the gnome in the mouth was something that was done post-apocalypse. But apparently no, this was the sense of humor of the people running Jurassic Junction before the apocalypse.
I mean, you sure?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, unless people are printing T-shirts after the apocalypse saying I survived Jurassic Junction.
Well, of course they are.
I mean, the place obviously had a T-shirt printer in the back to make all this crap.
That's
That's
right.
true. So you
And-
can do anything you want with it.
Jeffrey, please don't call our continuity into question.
I'm not.
Because
I'm endorsing it
Everyone here
clearly.
is already going to do that.
Clearly, there's a straight line of continuity through this entire thing.
That's right.
I'm just happy that the garden gnomes in game have collision, so you can move them around.
Some do. Some do. Some are kickable objects. Some are forever in one place.
So-
Anyways, next.
Oh, I should say, by the way, Big Lou was asking while we were talking about the facility mod. Oh, now that we've actually got stuff back on the screen, let me show this. Where is this? Here it is. Look, it's a picture of the mod.
There's the mod.
So Big Lou wanted to know the improvised weapon mod station. Like, where do you get it? So it is at the Bounty Broker. So this is the first time we've offered a facility mod from the Bounty Broker, and we're pretty excited about it. So yeah, get it from the Bounty Broker. It's I actually forgot what the we were debating back and forth about different qualifications to unlock it, but you'll discover it once it comes out.
Yeah, we shouldn't tell
It's
you.
not too onerous.
Anymore.
Nice. All right, next we have Little Piggy Towing. Of course, another
That cartoon is ridiculous.
famous, this is Trumbull.
I love that we got a whole world full of these ridiculous little brands.
And then this guy is sort of a random t-shirt.
Yeah,
Well,
there was.
that's what Keisha wears.
Yeah, that's what Keisha wears.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's
So
right.
so that's
That's
the
right.
original Trumbull Valley T-shirt.
I love Little Piggy Towing.
Yeah, I know.
My favorite, though.
Nope.
Boy, this is tough.
Yeah, how do you pick a favorite, really?
I just picked it.
It's this one now.
Okay, next. Ugh!
So, I mean, what would Quincy's suit be without,
Without
this?
a
A horrific mascot head.
disgusting pig head on
I mean,
there.
it's got all the rips and the blood stains on it, so it feels like it's all kind of a unified, thing.
All right, so we've got this tattered suit.
Yeah. So this is the one that, right? Is this the one that
Yeah,
Quincy
that's
actually
the
wears?
one Quincy actually has. With the
So that's the one that's in the bounty.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one that's in the bounty.
Then we've got some variants because Cash seems to have an endless supply of these suits.
So why
shouldn't
not?
you? Got very businesslike. We've got more pinstripes now.
Kind
you
of a
gotta,
mobster
you
suit.
gotta stay fashionable.
Yep.
And then, of course, the
All black.
the tactical stockbroker look.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of the Johnny Cash sort of.
That's right. I love that though. You know what
That just means we gotta give Cash Beaumont a camo suit.
It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
hard.
Exactly.
It's really hard for me to look at that.
So yeah, go ahead and take that off. That's fine.
I mean, let's put on something that's much more fashionable.
Exactly. That is so much of an improvement.
Kiss me. Sorry. I don't even play our game anymore. I just sit here and just make noises.
Oh. So.
All right. So that's the new outfits, right?
I think we've seen every single new outfit. So do you want to go head over to the Bounty Broker and go pick up some weapons?
Let's do it.
So I don't actually know how far we are from the Bounty Broker right now.
We're a decent distance.
It's kind of a long way.
I'm just gonna get some gas to make sure, and we don't have any gas, so.
Well,
Oh no, you've got a
gas in the
ton of
inventory,
gas
so-
in the. I filled up your storage with
Oh,
everything.
you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So.
So 60 wants to know, is everything that's being showcased here unlocked through the Bounty Broker? So no. There's actually.
You got 15 in
You're
resources.
good.
You can
Grab as
build
much as you need.
cans.
Okay.
And so yeah, so there are 4 outfits that are unlockable with the Bounty Broker. That's, correct me if I'm wrong about this, Scott. I think it's Quincy's original suit, Helena's original trench coat, Brock's original biker vest,
Yeah.
and the lizard hoodie, the original chameleon lizard hoodie that Diana wore.
Where'd the broken?
And then there's actually 2 that are going to be unlocked by default. You don't have to do anything at all. They're just going to land in your closet. And that is Larissa's original jacket and Keisha's original T-shirt. So those 2 are just going to land. You don't have to do anything. You just get them for free. And then so that's one example of each of the new outfits. You can either get from the Bounty Broker or just unlock for free. And then the remaining 4 textures for each of those outfits is going to be available in loot. And each of them is available in different places. Let me consult the notes here.
Lizard hoodies all over the place.
Yeah, so how was that testing to find the lizard hoodie and make sure that they were all lootable?
It took a little while.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, doing it in development wasn't too bad because we can teleport around the map.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But yeah, so the biker vests and the gas station themed T-shirts, those are available in automotive sites, which is that's auto shops, garages, and gas stations, I believe. And then the other ones, I think the suits are available in houses. The jackets are available in houses. The lizard hoodies, like you said, they were all over the place.
Make it.
There's one per major site
Yes.
type, basically.
I think that's what it was. And then the leather
Oh,
trench
no.
coat was at military sites and stuff. Did we just crash again? Well, guess what? Guess what? It's fine. It's fine because look what I've got.
Look at that.
I've got a screen where we can just look at the weapons and talk about them. So, we actually had a question from the chat about the Echo weapons. So all 6 of these Echo weapons are going to be available from the Bounty Broker. And we had a question from no one in particular. That's their name, not an identifier for them. And the question is, are the descriptions of the Echo weapons going to be different with the Broker than in Heartland?
They're technically different weapons.
Yeah, so technically we duplicated them, right?
Did we just fire it off from here again?
Give it a try, yeah.
Might work.
But,
Specifically, the conceit is that they're not even actually reproductions. They've been taken from the Trumbull Valley area out and
restored.
yes.
That's the word we're putting on the front of them, restored.
I will also say that Dan Mode went in and redid the materials in each one so they're even better looking than they were before.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
I mean, it's backdated to all the other ones too, but he took another run at the materials in this. So.
Awesome. So, okay, so we've got 6 weapons here. Do you want to go through them and sort of talk about how each of them works?
Sure. The Echo S4 SMG is an integrally suppressed version of the famous HK MP5. Beloved of everybody who's ever played like Call of Duty knows what that one is.
Yeah, I ran with that one for a while in the new Call of Duty.
The next is the Echo S6 pistol, which is, and again, all of these are suppressed. This one is a pistol that is made from the ground up with a suppressor. It's fairly uncommon. It's new to the market. It's civilian available. Very quiet. The Echo S1 revolver, it's in 22 because revolvers are notoriously difficult to suppress because there's a lot of tolerances there that they don't have in closed system firearms. But, thought it was cool. We hadn't done one before, and so...
So this is the only suppressed revolver in the game.
Yep.
And so it's got the advantages of being quiet, and also most suppressed weapons degrade faster in our game.
Yes, and this one never breaks.
So it's kind of, it's the ultimate suppressed weapon.
It's a little OP. That's why it's in 22 as well, so that you can't just take down jugs, all day long with this. You have to actually put some work in. Let's see. The Echo S3 shotgun, which is another one of those things that, yes, there are suppressors for shotguns. Most of the ones that are available commercially are like 19 feet long because, you have a full-size shotgun. This one, we got around it by saying it's integrally suppressed, which is not common. But this is Echo, right?
We've got mad scientists.
That's
working
right,
on it.
mad science. The Echo S2 rifle, another one of those that never breaks because it's bolt action. So therefore, it is in 22 as well.
And it also takes a little while to reload.
Yeah, we had to find ways to nerf these a little bit so that
They're not just the only weapon you should ever carry.
yeah, the only weapon that ever shows up ever. And then the beautiful model of the Echo S7 assault rifle, which Dan Mode he's a H&K fanboy, so everything he ever makes, he wants to do an H&K, so we said go ahead and do this. Again, integrally suppressed, 5.56, very cool rifle.
Awesome. It looks like, has the game just...
I think it's hung. I suspect that the game state, since it has so many infestations in it, it's upsetting our crash tool, and so it's just freaking
interesting.
out. And yeah,
I can see that. Okay, so it seems like we're going to have trouble continuing much longer on this stream.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send a message to Henry.
try this.
Get Henry in here.
Get Henry in here because he wants to he was going to, talk to us a little bit towards the end of the stream. But the stream might have to end early if we cannot get the game up and running again.
Oh, I will also like to say that Happy Veterans Day.
Oh, yeah, let me pass this back over to Brant here.
I hope almost all of us know or have family members who are veterans. Please thank them. They are, the meat and potatoes. I mean, they're, these people have voluntarily chosen to serve our country, and whatever your politics are, it's a valiant thing to do. And if you're of a mind, there's lots of great veterans organizations. Particularly I like StackUp.org. They provide jobs for vets, and they also do outreach.
So I had the StackUp.org logo ready to show on the screen, superimposed onto gameplay, and I switched over to gameplay just in time to see it crash. So that was wonderful. Henry Goffin has come over to join us a little bit earlier than we were originally planning. Go ahead and have a seat, Henry.
I'm gonna.
Hey, everybody.
Oh,
So
Look at this split screen with Geoffrey. This is nice.
yeah, so this is just the computer that we were playing the game on is just exploding all over us,
Cool.
and we cannot continue the stream.
Yeah, I've been watching. It's been
Great.
That's been good.
So
Quality content.
yeah, I know
We're
this is
proud of
like,
this one.
this is what they come here for.
we also need to say that we're.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second.
We
So
showed off the lizard hoodies. We got everything important covered.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did show the lizard hoodie. We got to show an image of the mod. We got to see a picture of all of the guns. So I think we've sort of covered what we needed. But you wanted to talk a little bit about kind of where we're going beyond this.
Yeah, I mean,
this
so
update.
I drop in the stream like every, I don't know, month and a half or something, and I say like 3 words. But the 3 words are always the same, and they're like, hey, yeah, so I know that there's been a lot of sort of content-heavy updates around weapon packs and things like that. And we do more than that here, and we promise that you will see the fruits of those labors. We just don't want to have like, I mean, these guys are turning out great content, and we don't want to like hang on to it, right? Like, we don't want to be like, and now we're not going to ship anything for a couple of months while we work on this super awesome thing. We're just going to be like, we'll just get it out there. So that's why you're seeing these more frequent updates. It's why you're seeing an update like every 4 to 6 weeks, and it's why you're going to see an update like this week when it's out. FYI, yes, it's out this week.
Yeah. So that was the thing that Brant was reminding us that we needed to say was
Yeah.
So we don't have the specific day for you. We're working on that, but sometime this week is when you're going to get it.
Yeah, and if you're looking for bigger, meatier stuff, hang tight. We got you covered. That's all I got to say.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in, Henry.
Always a pleasure.
Well, I should make his name go away now that he's gone. So we're not going to be able to keep playing the game.
I say we try one more time.
Okay, so we've got a vote of confidence from QA saying that we should try one more time.
I have an idea. So
All right.
you need to log back.
I do need to log back in. Okay, let me get over here.
I'm gonna watch your. Oh, Geoffrey, that's too easy.
Okay, so I will continue vamping at the screen while they work on trying to get the game up and running. Let's see if there are any more questions that we missed. So, the Lost Wizard. Huh?
Bring up the chat.
Well, I was gonna. I can see here. I can drag the chat over to
There we go.
you right there. So the Lost Wizard asked us a question, which was, how rare is the secret Plague Survivor trait? So there are something like 1,500 traits in the game, and most of them have different weights on them. Some of them are rarer than others, and I don't know if that one is particularly rare or common, but there's 1,500 of them. And so basically every time we roll a trait for somebody, it's choosing from among a list that big. And then it gets narrowed down as you choose one thing or another. Our access to the chat is dead, unfortunately. As you choose one thing or another, you can it'll narrow down the other options. Like if you choose something that says your character is lazy, then your character won't get any active traits. And so it starts to narrow, but by and large, it's about 1 in 1,500 to get any particular trait. So that's probably what it is for that one. I mean, some of them are much rarer, and so it could easily. I mean, basically, I think if the default weight of a trait is around 100, some of the ones that give you specialized skills are more like 50 or 25. Really super rare ones might be as low as 5 or 1. In which case, that it increases their rarity by a factor of 20 or 100. So it might be in that category. I'd have to open up the data to look and find out. It's been a long time since I wrote that trait, but yeah, so it's somewhere in that range.
Did we crash again? Oh no.
It was. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Right.
Let's see here. So Thomas Gold asked us a question earlier in an earlier stream about whether the trait-related conversations, basically that he's not seeing them anymore and he wants to see them again. Wondered if we had time to work on that. Basically, we've got so many irons in the fire right now. Anything you say to us right now that we're not working on yet is going to the back of a line, but it's a line made out of really good stuff. So I'm hoping that that's not too disappointing, that we didn't immediately start working on it the moment you asked for it. But but there is a lot of really good stuff in the hopper. So
We're back.
we are actually back. Look at this.
I did some things that will hopefully keep the crash slash things aren't working as expected handler that all patching builds have from doing anything weird.
I really hope that works. That fills me with with potential hope. I'm so glad that we brought Scott in here today.
Yeah.
It's,
I would have been a crying mess. My mascara had been all over the place.
Yeah, and I would have just sat over here and talked to the camera the whole time. I wouldn't have even tried.
So we can take a look at what's on offer from Cash. Again, this is the Echo S4. Get the S6, S7, which has 30 round capacity. I think somebody was asking about that.
Oh yeah.
The S1, 8 rounds, 22. We got the leather trench coat, which you saw earlier. The biker vest with the antler star. 10 rounds in the restored Echo S2. There it is, the improvised weapon station.
Boom.
Yeah, big time.
the big thing about the improvised weapon station is that you don't need any mechanics or craftsmanship skill to build anything in it. It's just that it's extremely expensive parts-wise to build things without at least one of those skills, and still pretty expensive without both of them.
That's true. You know, we didn't mention that, the fact that, you know, in the original, in Heartland, Quincy had this very specialized skill that was the only thing that could make those crafting options work. And now we've backed off his specialized skill, and it's just normal mechanics and engineering. But like you were saying, yeah,
it just costs more.
It just costs more. So if you've got all the cash, all the influence in the world lying around, and all the resources you need, you don't need to have skills at all. That's yeah. And that was like because we didn't want it. You know, we didn't want you to pick this thing up for, you know, a bounty or for a lot of influence, and then get it back home and not be able to build the guns,
Yep.
right?
So there we go.
Nightmaker 1979 wants to know, will you be putting the Wizard van back in for Christmas? We will be talking about what's happening in December later. But that sounds like a great idea. Thanks for bringing that up.
Everybody loves the Wizard.
Yeah, the Wizard van was great. That was the longest Christmas I think that any company has ever
7
celebrated.
months?
7 months of Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be 7 months of Christmas. If we do bring it back, we're not going to do 7 months of Christmas again. But if it comes back, I think that'll be a nice vote of confidence in the idea that, you know, this is a perennial game we want people to keep coming back to over the long term. And you know, if you miss something one season, maybe there'll be a future season where you can get it again, just like the challenges in State of Decay 1.
I don't know what I'm doing now.
Oh, you're doing whatever you want. We've got a game that's working. It just feels like such a luxury.
I'm just going to try and
such
find
freedom.
ways to break it.
So you do have, you do have a lot of influence. I don't know I didn't see if you bought anything while you were
I
there.
didn't.
You could go and try out some of these guns. You could bring the mod
All right.
home. I don't know if we have time to install it, but yeah.
I'm trying everything I can to break the game.
Yeah, she wants to know, what is the most economical car in the game? I'm not sure I know the answer to that question.
Well, it sort of depends upon what you're looking for. Like,
If it's purely gas mileage,
it's one of the
Is that-
upgraded ones. It might be. It's not the Hellion. It might be the Viking.
the Viking is the upgraded pickup that's got the two tanks in the back, right?
It's got the...
So that's got the greatest gas capacity, but doesn't have the best gas efficiency.
It may not be the best, but it's one of the best.
Okay.
Per fill up, you get to drive a lot farther with that.
Yeah, that's true. But the question is, how many gas cans does it take to fill it up compared to, say, a Hellion, or I don't know.
Somewhere we have a spreadsheet with like all that information, but I don't know offhand where it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll have to look it up.
This is hilarious. To get this thing running, we had to kill all the zombies.
I just did that as a safety precaution. I think it was the infestations, because just like last time I was here, there were a million infestations on the map.
Because Geoffrey's
that makes
not
sense.
taking care of business.
I'm really not taking care of business. That's true.
We can turn the zombies back on.
I was gonna say I could get out and shoot some shots into the air to spawn some, but it's all
not gonna work.
suppressed weapons.
So how about
Woo!
Go.
I'll stick my face on the screen. You go ahead and open up the chat menu and the cheat menu and do whatever you need to there.
That's the wrong part of that menu.
Oh, so
All right.
Joe Swerner is saying that it might be the Trail Beast that
Okay, yeah.
that is the most efficient vehicle. Let's see here.
There are zombies. Again.
Yeah, there's zombies.
Okay, we got zombies back. Can we go back to gameplay? Here we go. So Ixie Morbo wants to know: will we ever be able to join one Heartland community with community members from another Heartland community? We decided not to do that because it's weird to have like several Larises all fighting together. And, we worked really hard to kind of avoid that sort of thing. I mean, obviously, it is possible to get two identical characters together if you're playing multiplayer, but we do our best, especially with the outfit update now. It's like we're trying to make it less and less likely to just sort of make it really obvious how artificial things are in the game, and so we tried to really avoid having those. Especially the characters in that game are so distinctive that we didn't want them to just be playing right next to each other.
It would have felt a little weird.
Yeah, I think it would feel weird.
Or, 4 races.
So
4 Brocks, all with their...
oh my god.
they're all wearing different vests because...
I would quit the industry.
they've all got golden vultures. Yeah. Let's see here. So anyway, no one in particular asked this question, whether the descriptions of the echo weapons was going to be different with the broker than in Heartland. Because, as we all know, the weapons that come from the bounty broker have these very flavorful descriptions that come from Cash.
And yes.
And so, yes, he does have his own. We duplicated those weapons, as Scott was saying. We duplicated those weapons, and so they all have their own descriptions. In fact, why don't I recite them right now? I actually really like this set. So, the S1 revolver. The description is: actions speak louder than words. The same cannot be said for this nearly silent pistol. The S2 rifle is: he will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared, such as with this integrally suppressed rifle. So they're all just like quotes from like, I don't know, Sun Tzu or something like that. The S3 shotgun is: let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. The S4 SMG is the strongest of all warriors of these two, time and patience. Of course, silence is pretty good too. The S6 pistol is, it has been said that an empty vessel makes the loudest sound. I assure you, this pistol is no empty vessel. And then the S7 assault rifle is: this weapon proves the adage that silence is a source of great strength. And then also the golden vulture, when it shows up, it's also a duplicated version. It's called, I think
The police auction golden vulture.
Police auction golden vulture. That's right. And the description of that one is: a firearm once owned by an idiot, full of sound and fury. Perhaps in your hands it might signify something. Which is one of the best descriptions I think we've ever had in the
And we've
game.
just offended everybody who owns a
golden Desert Eagle.
Golden Desert Eagle.
We're so sorry. No, we're not saying that everyone who owns a golden Desert Eagle
The person who
is an
happened,
idiot.
yeah.
That particular one, it ended up in a police evidence locker. They can't have been that great, right? So,
I mean, Brock definitely is.
yes. So if we imagine they were all the actual gun owned by Brock, or maybe Brock. I think what happened is Brock has gone through a succession of golden vultures.
He's absolutely lost his gun repeatedly.
Yeah, and
every
he always
time
has to
gets
get it
arrested,
replaced.
He goes out and replaces his gun.
And so his guns are just all over the world. So
Out of bullets for that one.
So that is the entire update. So just sort of to rehash, we have got the six restored echo weapons that are all available from the bounty broker. We've got the 6 new outfit types, each with 5 textures, so it's 30 new outfits that your characters can wear. 2 of them are free, 4 of them are at the bounty broker, and the other 24
Gotta get out there and play the game.
are in the loot. You got to go out there and loot. They're in houses, they're in gas stations, they're in garages, they're in auto shops, they're in campsites, they're in military sites. They're all over the place. And it's all in the description in the closet. And then we've got the facility mod, the improvised weapon station that is also at the bounty broker, where you can manufacture the Danforth Slugger, the Trumbull Gatekeeper, the Network DIY Assault Rifle, and the Masterwork Assault Rifle. And then we've also made we basically found a lot of the more frustrating experiences people were finding looting outfits. The fact that clients couldn't do it, the fact that some people would end up with like the last few rare items, unfindable on the map. And we've fixed those issues so that people can come back in and they can have a much better experience. Repair kits can be found at auto shops, and the golden vulture, you can find it at police stations, but it's really rare, so don't get your hopes up. And that's going to be all of content of Update 12. So enjoy that. And we've got, it's weird. We rushed through the content because we wanted to get to the end so that we could quit embarrassing ourselves with our non-working build. But now we're through it.
And now I'm trying everything I can to break it, and it's not breaking.
So whatever it is that you did to make this work, because it apparently is working now, I need to learn it so that I can do it for all our future builds. And I, apparently I've been blaming this computer for being twitchy. Apparently maybe there's something about our situation here.
So it probably actually is the computer is on the low end side and is interfacing with our issue logging system, which will take attention away from the game when it pops up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And
so this computer is bad at handling this normal thing that happens with all of our machines.
Yes.
But this computer
and
chokes
it does
on
not happen for players because
there's no error handling
Yeah.
of the nature that we use here at the office.
it just whatever Microsoft has integrated rather than our whatever it's called.
Yeah, our highly complicated, we need to know all the details. Every time something goes wrong, we want to know all the details.
And it spits out a lot of details, unless the game crashes in a way where it gives no details.
Yeah.
And those are just the best. But I'm relatively confident it's because you had 1 million infestations.
And I don't even know where they all came from. I mean, I guess
if you just left the game running for a while, they spawned on their own.
maybe we did that. We have been using kind of the same community for a few different streams, so maybe we've just been not paying attention to them. Well, so now I know I should definitely either start new communities for new streams, new dev build streams, or I should just make sure I'm clearing all the infestations when I start.
Oh, I got the wrong car for this. I'm going to use the handy dandy stuck command.
One of our favorite updates, because I think we added the ability to stuck command vehicles after release, right?
Oh,
that was like update 2 or 3 or something like that, wasn't it? So
I think I'm out of gas too.
everything goes wrong. Well, if you want to cheat yourself a vehicle, I can get off screen. But maybe we're relying on that crutch a little too much.
Look at that right there.
Oh, there's a Norma right there.
Hello,
You
Norma.
can start your own Normata right now.
Does it have gas? Yes. No. Yes, it does.
You're in a standard zone, and of course it has.
So,
gas.
Awesome Twitch Dude, whenever you get to a safe place, Awesome Twitch Dude wants us to show the lizard hoodies again before we quit.
All right.
So whenever you get the chance to do that.
Go somewhere with it. Go.
Yep.
Just climb on top of the billboard.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we can do some surveying. Just for fun. I mean, you got a helmet, you're fine.
Why not?
That's what biker clothes are for. It's
That's
for
right.
wiping out on the ground.
No more road rash.
All right.
Okay, so
Lizard hoodies.
Lizard hoodies. So we got Larry here, and let me switch us over to the other side.
You should show some of the non-rainbow ones on a female character.
Oh, that's true.
because
They got interesting stuff going on. Yeah, let's switch out one of these characters.
look at that.
Oh, look at those tights!
I want my guys to have the tights too.
I know, man.
We should make that happen.
We should
There
totally
it
make that
is.
happen.
There it is. I think we got
So-
kind of gypped.
Wait, so go back over to the dude real quick.
The
so
the
look-
male
look-
ones, if
look
you
in the
zoom
back.
out,
Yeah, and then turn him around a second. Is there any kind of I thought maybe he had a tail. Never
if
mind.
only. But no, the boots do match the hoodie on.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
green boots, sort of orangish.
Bluish and very black.
So okay, so there are subtle changes going on in the bottom half on the dudes, even though they don't have the tights.
But that's just slick. Look at that. Oh, they've got
Oh yeah, no
Is that like leopard?
leopard pattern.
well, spotted.
Spotted anyway.
Yeah, no, the tights
It's
are all
giraffe.
slightly different.
That's pretty cool. I had never actually noticed that
That's like snake
detail
scales.
before. Yeah, wow. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. There it is.
It's the original.
The one that people were screaming for. I love how the zipper is even multicolored.
Yeah, I know. How hard is that to get?
It's very expensive.
Yeah. Probably a lot of airbrushing going on.
But, yeah, I mean, these designs are always so brilliant. I wonder why we're even making games. We should just take Susan's designs and just roll with them.
Just make clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am hoping and looking forward to seeing, maybe some cosplay in some of these outfits at some point.
This one's begging for it.
Seriously.
Good luck finding that particular, fabric. But
Look at the light glinting off that little plastic eye.
yeah,
It's just such attention to detail, all just the different materials and textures these things are made out of.
super cool stuff.
All right, so
I'm gonna play as Lieb.
you can't. You're far away from home.
First.
Oh, that's right.
Ah, well.
Well, let's just take matters into our hands.
Ah!
Oh, you didn't get the, spinal injury. You're lucky.
Is that the one that attacks your stamina too?
I think it affects your carrying capacity.
Oh, that's right. I made that. I forgot.
Yeah, you should know.
Oh, I made it like 3 years ago.
Made so many things.
Don't you remember every single thing you've ever done, Geoffrey?
The list of injuries was actually some of the first traits we ever made. Before we'd made the other 1,400 traits, and so those all came later. So even though actually, so they don't actually look like traits on your character, but they actually are traits. They're just like any other trait, but they're just read differently by the game and displayed differently to you. But yeah, they're basically traits. So I thought that really nice hoodie meant it was a human character, but nope, it's just a well-dressed zombie.
Somebody's in need.
So we've got 3 minutes left, and so while Brant's killing these people, remember, this week is when this update is coming out. So at some point in the next several days, you're going to get a notification that there's an update for this game, or it'll just start updating on its own. And so check it out, get in there.
Exciting new outfits.
And you'll get a little thing when you first start the game. You get a thing popping up announcing what new stuff is in the game. So open up your closet, see where to start searching for these clothes. Go visit Cache, and there's a lot of stuff waiting for you.
Part of the reason you probably had a bunch of infestations is that there are missions that will spawn that will just put infestations places. So
That
if
is
you leave
true.
The game running, not only will you get the normal infestations, you'll get mission infestations.
You just get just piles and piles and piles of infestations. I'm so glad to know this. So this is again. I'm so glad that Scott was here. Thank you so much for coming in here, Scott, because you made it possible for the stream to continue beyond the first half hour, and and it's also always lovely to have you here, Brant.
If there's one thing I know a lot about, it's weird workarounds in this game.
Yeah, that's right. Because you got to do your job. Even if we have broken the game, you got to still do your job. And so you got to find some way to deal with our broken stuff and still, the stuff that isn't broken, be able to play through it.
Some days you come in, load up a new build, and trying to create a new community just crashes the game.
Yeah, actually, just this morning, I spent my morning, before I started prepping for the stream, I spent my morning looking at, there was one particular map that no one could start a new game in, and we were trying to figure out why, and I looked, and somehow, magically, all of the markup that designers put in to make missions work had been slid about 3 miles to the east. And so I found out which check-in had caused that, and I rolled back to the previous one. And so there's actually kind of a day's worth of two people's work that might need to be redone at some point because it all came in after that.
Told them?
No, they're both out today. It's Veterans Day. So they get to find out tomorrow. I don't think it was actually their full day. I think it was a small part of the work they did that day, so I think it'll be okay.
A long weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. So that kind of stuff happens all the time. That's game development. But anyway, so we're going to wrap up. So thank you so much, Scott and Brant, for coming in here
Pleasure to be
and
here.
doing this with us.
Once again, happy
Fixing your
Veterans Day.
technical issues.
And I'm Geoffrey Card, and we will see you all later. So yeah, it's coming out this week.
This week,
By the time you watch this, it might already be out.
doubtful.
Depends when you watch this.
Yeah, I mean,
People watch it over the
right
course of the
now,
week.
probably not.
Yeah, maybe not.
We need to be very careful with our words, Geoffrey.